are a very particular set of skills. Skills I've acquired over a very long career. Skills that make me a nightmare for people like you. I will look for you. I will find you. And I will kill you. Just put an arrow in one. Now we gotta find my arrow. Yeah, should have been. Should be right in here. Good Lord, these mosquitoes are horrible.
I have to wait until after dark to find that arrow.
I'd like to, at least. It did go through, didn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's right here. Oh my goodness.
Oh, there it is.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. Oh, good arrow.
Oh goodness. Yeah, that looks really good.
I thought he went out of the tree.
Good gosh. No damage to that broadhead.
Did he go to the right of the tree or did he go left? Up high.
Up high? Oh. Yeah. I gotta tell y'all, these mosquitoes are eating us alive.
I think he went through here. Yeah, right there, blood. Alright,
so this was last blood. You can see there's a bunch on there. And then it just vanishes. I don't know if it's, I mean, he had blood here and then blood. Where did I see that? There's some on one of these little.
to the right there.
I saw he was coming out 2 holes. But it just stops. Looked like a dang good shot.
It was a good shot.
Like he stood here and bled for a while. Bad thing is you just give you an idea that Johnson grass is tall. And I don't know if it's hitting the ground and we're just not seeing it because it's not brushing on the grass. And then there's a couple creeks that I'm sure he passed. Probably washed all evidence off of his body.
If we can't find it before the creek, we ain't gonna find it.
So that's where we're at.
That water be mixing with that blood and just thin it right out.
Oh, this sucks. But I feel like a dead shot, but well, he's a dead pig, but can't confirm. Okay,
Last night we didn't recover the hog, and I'm not going to go back out there and look because mosquitoes are horrible, even with a thermocell and even with a off, saturated yourself with it, they still about carry you off. The weeds are so freaking tall out there, and it makes it tougher to find these things. But I did learn something. I'm going to put a link in the description to a video that Ranch Fairy showed. It's a very, very good video. What I found is I've been shooting these things like I do deer, and just right behind the shoulder, and lay that arrow in there, and then you usually have a good blood trail, heart, lungs, everything else. What I'm finding out is, and in that video Ranch Fairy does a very good job of describing what the heck you're shooting at. But it was a little too far back. It looked like a good shot. Tim was even, we're both scratching our head. We found blood for a while, and then it looked like he laid down, and you'll see in the video, it was kind of darker colored, and it wasn't like drips. It was like he laid down. So we think he probably laid down. We waited 10 or 15 minutes, and I still have the arrow, haven't cleaned it off. We hopped down and took a look at this arrow, and it is just saturated. So in my mind, I got a good heart shot, and we can probably go ahead and go find that thing. But I think what we did, it was probably about 30 minutes from when we more than likely jumped him. And from that point, we found zero blood. He ran through a creek. I could tell where it was kind of wet on one side where he went in. He ran through the creek, and after that, it wasn't happening. So, here's what I learned. Aim further forward. Those two leg bones kind of angle up and then go back into the scapula. You want to be right in that little triangle. And I've been shooting just a little far back, which is why I've got 60 to 70 yard blood trails. And I'm going to make those adjustments. And a big thanks to Ranch Fairy. I don't know why I wasn't paying attention to those videos and actually listen to the professionals. But broadhead, this was the Crimson Talon Cleaver. I'm not blaming this on the broadhead because we got good blood. He was bleeding like crazy, and it made a complete pass through. I think it opened him up pretty good. I would be willing to bet, I'm about 95% sure that pig is dead. It sucks that we couldn't find him and get a better review on that broadhead, but I'm going to still keep running the things. I feel like they're very sharp, and the way that thing sliced through him, man, I liked it. So anyway, enjoy the rest of the video. Learn from my mistakes, and it's bow hunting. It's tough. A little bit more on this, my arrow setup and my bow. The bow's a Matthews V3 27. The arrow is the 125 grain Crimson Talon. It's a single bevel. This is the cleaver. Arrow total weight is going to be, I believe it was 465 grains. So I have no problem getting penetration, but it's the point that I'm aiming at the wrong spot. You can tell there's no damage done. Edge is still pretty sharp. I found it made a complete pass through. I found it stuck in the ground where it made it all the way through. So I'm gonna go buff this thing up on the work sharp, put it through another pig, and aim further forward this time. Lesson learned.